Hey everyone, Guardian Mode's back online. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for leaving your support on my channel, commenting, and lending your support as always. I feel a lot better, and I've got enough energy finally to make a video and deliver content on a consistent basis. Now I wanted to talk about something today that I've noticed on my comment sections on a lot of videos I've made, particularly the UKIP ones over the past few weeks, and it's related to my switch over from UKIP to Advance. Some of you have been criticising me for switching between these three political parties within the span of a year, not being consistent with my narrative. Guardian Mo's changes between political parties depending on which direction the wind is blowing. Guardian Mo's is fickle with his politics, and he's not loyal to his parties. He's not consistent enough with his loyalty. And I wanted to make this video to address that and counter that argument, because I don't think I'm disloyal at all. And I don't think I'm flip-flopping on different political parties at all. Because one thing I will say, although I've switched political parties, one thing I have not changed are my principles, my values. I have not budged one bit when it comes to my viewpoints, what I value, what I want from this country, the future of the country that I'm envisioning, and what I want from the government that I vote in, the party that I vote in, the way that they need to be run, and the policies that need to be made. I haven't compromised on that. It's very important not to compromise on your principles and your values just for the sake of getting a political party just to win the election, or just to vote Labour out of the picture. I don't think that's the right way to go. If we're going to talk about loyalty, I don't hold to the sentiment that I am so loyal to a political party that I want my loyalty to reach as far as it takes me. I want to be as loyal to a political party as far as my loyalty reaches its limits. I probably have to practice that sentence before I hit the record button, but you get what I mean. Because when I'm looking at these three parties, Reform, UKIP, and Advance UK, I'm looking at substance. I'm looking at the members, their manifesto, their promises, their policies, their mission statement, and whether or not it's conducive with my principles and values. But very importantly as well, whether they have the potential to win the next general election. There's no point in compromising on your own values and your principles by staying blindly loyal to the party that you're supporting. There is a big difference between loyalty and blind loyalty. I am not blindly loyal to a particular party. Okay? Right. I'm looking at these three parties. Think of it this way. I'm looking at them like companies selling, or brands selling products. If the product that they're selling is inadequate and it's subpar, then I'm switching over. I'm packing my bags from Reform and I'm going over to UK, I'm going over to Advance UK, until I can find a party, a company, a brand that resonates with my views and my interests. When I look at Reform, they have absolutely the potential, a huge potential, to win the election. But do they have substance? Whatever they're doing, their behaviour, the members, their manifesto, what they're telling me, is it conducive and parallel to my principles and values? No. I look at UKIP. Sure, they have substance. They have a heck of a lot of good people in there. And I love their core statements. I love their promises and principles. I love those 6 mission statements that they state on their website. But do they have the potential to win the next general election? Absolutely not. Not in a million years. I was shocked to hear, and a lot of you shocked as well, to hear that they only have 4,000 members, according to Ben B when he came on Dan Wootton's show. 4,000. I thought that UKIP had 15,000. I knew it was small, but 4,000, that's a very minuscule membership. No wonder they have such low turnouts on their marches. And you know, there's simply no way you can make it to Parliament, let alone having a single MP that is electable with just 4,000 members. But when I look at Advance, do they have the potential to win the general election? Yeah, it's slim, but there's still potential. Do they have substance? So far, from what I'm seeing, absolutely. Let's look at an analogy. Let's use an analogy for argument's sake. Let's treat Reform, UKIP, and Advance like biscuit brands. So I'm just going to use my water bottle as just an example, right? So this water bottle, pretend it's a biscuit tin, and if you're an Iron Maiden fan, hit me down in the comment section. Right, so I'm comparing these two, different biscuit brands. I'm looking at this particular one, Reform UK. This looks like it's going to be my favourite brand. From the outset, it looks good. I like the designing, I like the logo, I like the branding, they're using different colours. It looks pleasing to the eye, so it's aesthetically pleasing. And I take a bite out of the biscuit out of the tin. It tastes fantastic. It's my favourite brand, and I'm going to be. It seems like they've developed a kind of cult following. So I'm staying loyal to this brand, and I'm going to continue purchasing biscuits from this brand, Reform UK, until one day I suddenly look at this brand new biscuit brand that I purchased the other day, and look at the fine print, and it says on here, mass deportation of illegal immigrants. We can't do it. We simply can't do it because it's politically impossible. I didn't sign up for this. There's no way in hell I can support this kind of brand if it's going to say that. Grooming gang inquiry. Sod that. Oh, that's a bit odd. I thought this was the brand that that was espousing its core principles and values. They're not staying very consistent with their rhetoric. Oh, here's a good one. Immigration is the lifeblood of this country. No, it's not. That is the most ridiculous statement a politician can ever make. According to Nigel Farage, the definition of a Welshman is a person who has contributed to the Welsh society, settled in for a minimum of 5 years, pays his taxes, works a 9-to-5 job, contributes to the Welsh society, to the economy, and is an upstanding member of Welsh society. What an awful lot of bollocks. That is the most ridiculous statement I have ever made. So you can, let's just pause for a moment. You can actually translate that sentiment and apply this definition to an Englishman. So according to Nigel Farage, a person like me, Guardian Mose, is an Englishman. That is the most ridiculous. I can't say it with a straight face. Like, what kind of retarded statement is that? It feels like I'm reiterating the Jackie Chan meme. Like, what the hell are you talking about, Nigel? That is the most preposterous statement to make. And now he's got that chief of law and order. She was an ex-police chief. I've got a name. I'll pop it up on screen. She can't even tell the difference between a man and a woman. She's happy to bring biological men, transgender individuals into the presence of female prisoners. And Nigel Farage himself can't say with a straight face that there are two biological sexes, a man and a woman. When he was given a response to the question whether it was appropriate to throw biological men into female prison, his response is, I can't answer that question because I've never worked in a prison. What kind of cowardly response is that? All you have to say is say the right words, that it's basic biology. A man is a man, he can't be a woman, and a woman is a woman, she can't be a man. There are only two sexes and that's it. So I just don't understand what Reform have turned into. Like Ben Habib says, Reform don't have an underlying political philosophy. If you look at Reform and you were to describe to me what kind of entity and identity they're establishing, I can't tell you what kind of identity they're espousing. I just don't know what they've become. Whether they're Tory 2.0s or Liberal Democrat 2.0s. Even Shabana Mahmood, that nasty, despicable lady, was saying that you can't put biological men into female prisons. I just don't know what Nigel Farage is on about. I just don't know what kind of entity Reform have turned into. So that's my take on it. When you look at these political parties, choose wisely. You have to look at the kind of substance they have and whether or not they have the potential to win the next general election. Reform are a lost cause. They're a dead brand, in my opinion. They're just completely a dead brand. They've completely sold us out. There is a consistent, repeated level of red flags and alarm bells sounding, and you can't ignore it. You can't compromise and ignore your own principles and values, what you stand for, just so that you want a political party to win the next general election so badly just to get Labour out of the picture. That's not how it works. It's just not going to happen. Not in my book. Not in my rule book. Same with UKIP as well, but obviously UKIP does have the potential to redeem itself, albeit a slim chance. But I think Advance UK is the way. So pack up your bags. Don't continue supporting Reform. They are a dead brand. Give Advance a chance and give UKIP a skip. I just made that up straight off the cuff. Anyways, leave your comments down below. Let me know if you like my analogy of this biscuit brand when it comes to choosing which political party you want to support. So that's all I have to say. It's Golly Most Clocking out. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one.